I didn't ask for that. You give me heart attack. I didn't want to care. And then I saw you there. Been working like a dog.
All my life, I've thought I was pretty average. But looking back on it now, I realize it was the total opposite. I'm a totally different person than I was at the start. So let's start there, the beginning. On November 22nd, 2000, in Austin, Texas, I was brought into this world. I had 2 loving parents, a brother and a sister, and bright blue eyes. When I was 2, my parents divorced, and my dad moved into a house about 10 minutes away. I don't really remember that or anything around that time. I do remember, though, being a very social toddler and going to preschool right down the street. I made friends really easy and rarely got into fights. I loved ladybugs, SpongeBob, and about anything with sugar. Going into kindergarten, I began to get really nervous. All my best friends from my toddler years went to the other elementary school. I started to close up and became attached to my teacher. But by the end of that year, I was back to my normal self. In 1st grade, a new girl moved into our neighborhood. She was in my class and we became fast friends. Still one of my closest friends today is Carly Vale. The following year, I participated in the 2nd grade play. This sparked my love of theater, which I still have today. Carly and I powered through elementary school together, and she was there to help me through my dad's 2nd divorce. In 5th grade, I became really close with Rachel. She's one of the funniest and honest people I know, and still one of my best friends. I also started to go to True, my church's youth group, in 5th grade. The ages of 10 to 12 are kind of a blur. All I know is that I lost and made a lot of friends, and while trying to fit in, I ended up sticking out. This is when I began dyeing my hair with streaks of pink, and I joined a karate class. In 6th grade, I went to Refocus, an overnight church retreat. This is where I started to take my faith seriously, and where I met Robin, who I can always count on. By now, I started to ditch the pink streaks, and I grew out my long blonde hair, and I had just gotten braces. In the beginning of 7th grade, I became close with Riley and Zoe, who are still 2 of my amazing friends. My dad and stepmom were almost at their 3-year anniversary, and our family of 6 was so happy. Everything was in a good place, and I was determined to be so cool, friendly, pretty, and popular. But I rejected a few people, and I ended up getting rejected by a few people, and I didn't realize what was happening until the end of that year. That summer, the transition to 8th grade was very eventful. The first week I attended Camp Allen, my summer camp since 5th grade. I accepted Jesus and became overwhelmed by how clear everything was. I had been looking at everything the wrong way, and I made a promise to work as hard as I could to be the person I was meant to be in God's image, not my own. The day after returning from Camp Allen, I got on a bus and headed to the Great Escape. This is a church camp for True in Colorado. I was still on a Jesus high from the previous week, and thought I was ready for anything that was going to happen that week. Wrong. Some totally unexpected changes occurred, and after returning home from the best 2 weeks of my life was very difficult. Later that summer, I visited my family in New York and Galveston, and I really bonded with them. I realized just how much I really needed them. Earlier in the summer, I lost one of my closest friends, and I really didn't know what to do without her. This was really eye-opening, and now I go to my cousins Melanie and Chandler for just about everything. All too soon, though, 8th grade started. It was a rocky start, but things have been going pretty amazing. I have my best friends Robin, Rachel, Riley, Haley, Carly, Zoe, Joey, Sloan, and Seth by my side. Looking back on my life, I am overjoyed. I don't have anything, but I sure have enough. I am blessed beyond words. So anyway, thanks for listening to my story, and I encourage you to think about yours. I am Natalie Aman. I love tacos, Gossip Girl, country music, shopping, photography, and just being goofy. And this is who I am.